Yeah, you come up into a cavern here. Like, it's basically like a wet-looking floor of a large cavern. It's crisscrossed several shallow trenches, each containing trickles of putrid fluid. You see 6 mounds of compost and dung lie heaped about the room, and as you guys kind of step into it with your light, you see a bunch of like also small spherical eggs. Centipedes kind of like crawl out, and they don't look like they're too happy about you. Claw, you are up first.
Okay.
As these centipedes start slithering out, looking for food.
Yeah. And I, unfortunately, am looking like I could probably be swallowed whole by those, and I don't want that to happen.
Yeah, one of them is definitely eyeballing you for sure.
Probably this one. I would have the closest, best line of sight on, I'm thinking. And I am going to... Yeah. Yeah, that's above average damage. I'll take that. I will then raise my shield and end my turn.
Right, Oksana.
I'm going to target one of these guys and cast Evil Eye. They're going to do a DC save.
Alright! Look what happened.
Wow, just with Evil Eye?
Not with Evil Eye, with his needle darts. He does save from Evil Eye, though.
Oh, okay. Then I'll attack this one with my needle darts here. Let's see if that'll hit. Oh damn!
Yeah.
Ooh.
Nice. Look at that. That's above average.
Yeah, that's sweet.
Pick that one out. Penny.
You're not here, but you have hero points. You have hero points.
The Discord is hating me today. Okay, yes, I'm going to hero point. And that'll hit. And
that's much
I
better.
will do some damage there. 1d8 plus 3. Oh my gosh. Alright, and then the last thing I'll do is I will put on my shield thingy, mabob, not razor shield.
Cooling parry.
Cooling parry.
That should have been a crit.
He has himself targeted,
Oh, okay.
and he is attacking himself.
What?
I
had the other guy I swear to God, I had the other guy targeted.
You have yourself targeted right now. The
I know, I do now. Yeah, because I was gonna do the dueling parry on myself.
Kevin's 20 hit by +5, and I'm like, you're 26 hit by +5. I'm like, what's going on? But if I...
Well, I screwed it up, so I guess that's that. That's the new rule. So I don't know why he's not targeted like I had him targeted.
But hit the critical damage.
That's much better.
Somewhere between...
You also get your deadly. Yeah, you just slice and dice this thing.
That said, is that the end of combat? No, of course not.
That is.
What
That's
happens
all
next,
of them.
Joe? That's it?
Da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Little blip of
And a
experience
treasure appears out of nowhere.
rises up out of the dirt. click and open.
Yeah, the only things you really see in this room besides dead scorpions and piles of dung are a little wooden stool, and then a bowl that's just filled with like this just nasty looking paste. Mostly eaten, but like scraps of it.
On my turn, I was going to have my skeletal horse appear. Can I have that spawn out of combat now that my turn's not coming?
You can, but you're how are you gonna get it out of here?
Yeah. We came in through that hole we were standing next to.
Put
You
it
went
back
through
my...
this tiny little hole, and then there's like another little ledge up here, and then a 10-foot. Like when you guys came down the tree, I can show you this now.
The rooms are all this big.
All of them are this small?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like that's basically, at the root of the tree there was like a 10-foot 10-foot drop, and then like they went this way and came around back this way, and then up here, this is where you're at now. So you get this little ledge, and then a 10-foot
back
like
out again.
10-foot thing out.
Are we sure that we have thoroughly searched this place, though? Because we were told these guys took Svetlana's ring.
We have...
We found, like...
Detect
We
magic?
found their treasure hoard, or whatever you want to call it. I don't expect their ring to be magic.
Got a metal detector?
That, did anybody have the detect metal spell? And does it work like that? And does it work like that? I have access to the detect metal spell. The effects of the detect metal spell are very ambiguous. I don't know if it would work for this or not. I think we can just be thorough about searching, preferably saving the dung piles for last.
In the treasures, you found that statue, which the little kobold has, and then you found some like spearheads and like a note that you guys couldn't read that you stashed.
Can Codon read it now that he's here?
He can't. If at the time I would have told you, Codon would tell you that, but
Damn you, Codon.
I'm sorry.
Disappointment.
I know.
Okay, so maybe we do with this note we can thought we have a lead. Okay.
no one
do
has
we have-
comprehend languages or anything like that, right?
I don't think so, and I don't think I would even with preparation. What is do we know what did that get a name change?
Yeah, it's now translate.
Translate.
It's arcane, divine, and occult.
So it's literally every tradition but mine.
Except yours, yeah.
Do we at least recognize what language this note is written in?
You can give me like a society check.
I am probably awesome at that. Yeah, if somebody can do better, please.
Yeah, Oksana thinks that this is Svakroth, which is kind of like undercommon.
Gotcha. Which could be an easy thing to get translated. Like, is that like people know that, right?
Yeah, some people know that.
I guess I don't even know where to go with questioning how to find out where to get it translated. Okay, we stick it in our pocket. But yeah, I guess we've been thorough. We can head out.
Yeah.
Right, you guys make your way out back into the rain.
Where would we like to go from here?
So the little goblin, Micmac,
Kobold.
Kobold, yeah.
Damn you. They are not the same.
Micmac, yeah. He tells you like if you come to like his caverns to return the statue, they'll reward you, and maybe somebody could read that piece of paper that you're so fascinated with.
Sure. I would like to.
Let's do it.
Meet his family, his people.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, he tells you it's to the southeast, near the river. So you guys follow him. He'll lead you down a ways, about another 12 miles. Kind of by the river here. As you guys are like traveling here, he will tell you that there is kind of like a rift going on in the Kobold clan. He wants to give the statue to his chief, Scootscale, because there's been another Kobold that has like kind of like started. He's like kind of when he talks about this Kobold, it's obvious he doesn't really like him very much. He says he's kind of weird, and but like he's talked a lot of other kobolds into listening to him and doing what he says, and he's kind of like showing up the chief, and a lot of kobolds are kind of like following what he says instead of the chief. Nothing's been official, but he doesn't really trust this other kobold, but a lot of the other ones do, and he thinks that if he could get this to the chief and the chief could show, I got our holy symbol back, that will give him an upper hand against this other Tortuk kobold that's kind of weird. And he leads you in, and their entrance to their little caverns it's pretty well hid. Like he directs you to it. You think he would have had a pretty hard time finding it if it wasn't for him. It's kind of like in this rocky area where from most angles the opening is kind of hidden until you get like right up on it. So you gotta like climb up on some rocks.
As I look around, like, does it look like they've identified us as we're kind of coming towards this locale, like the den, if you will, for the kobold?
So you see this little outcropping of large boulders emerges from a weathered face of a nearby hillock. The narrow opening of the rock leads into darkness below. A fallen sign leans against the side of the cave entrance, and a cage made of branches and sticks sits on the other side. You see sitting in the cave, or in the cage, is like one of those little gremlin mifflet creatures. And you hear like kind of a yelp as another kobold kind of comes out of hiding there and looks kind of surprised to see Micmac there. He notices Micmac, then he notices you and kind of like raises his weapon, little crossbow. But then Micmac starts talking to him in their language. But he kind of like seems to be calming this guy down, gesturing at you, gesturing at himself. Lindsay speaks Draconic, so she would tell you that he's saying, oh, the other guy was asking who you were, and Micmac's kind of telling him you saved him and you need a reward. And then he kind of like gestures back to you and is like, come. So he'll start leading you into this cave. You want to follow Micmac?
Sure. Yeah.
He gets to hear it and he kind of like starts squawking and gestures towards some stuff, and you notice that he's pointing out these like basically trapped. The ground looks a little different there as he's pointing it out to you, and he kind of like steps carefully over to the side, kind of pointing out some traps that you guys would have fallen into or possibly could have fallen into.
Is it pitch black and that's why I can't see ahead?
It is. And I think here comes The light source.
Someone with a torch.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm emitting light.
Yeah.
Can I just cast light?
You can.
Mm-hmm.
They get up to this cavern here, and he, greets a couple other kobolds who kind of look startled to see you, but he, gives them some words of reassurance. And to one of them, he shows, pulls out one of the sacks that he took from the other Mifflets in the cave, the statue, and just kind of tucks it back in. Continues down this hall, gesturing for you guys to follow.
I feel like I'd be staying close to him so that I can stab him if he betrays us. Just in case.
Just in case.
You see in this little area here, it's like the walls are smothered with charcoal and blood, depictions of looming sharp-toothed reptilian devil. You see two low stone tables sit in the middle of the room, one of which is also stained with blood. And as he's kind of coming through here, you notice his demeanor changes a little bit, kind of respectful. Careful, not to... He kind of slows down and just kind of carefully walks through it.
And there's the rest of the kobolds that are going to eat our face. Yay.
Yeah, he kind of comes in, and you see in this room here is numerous beds scattered throughout the room and smoldering cook fires. The smell of smoke and kobold kind of hits you strongly in this room. And you see that to the south there's some 10-foot alcove that contains a large mound of furs. Dozens of sticks mounted with ash-smeared skulls of many birds and small animals.
Better than people's skulls.
Yep. There's no people skulls in here. Just little small birds. He rushes up to one that kind of stands out. It's got a little bone, skull of some creature. A little more decorative, a little more decorative clothing, and kind of nods to him and pulls out that statue. And as you guys come in, these guys they see Mimic first, and they're kind of okay with it. But when you guys kind of enter the room, they're a little nervous looking. And he kind of kneels out and pulls the statue out of the bag and offers it up to the chief, and kind of starts talking and kind of gestures towards you guys. And he kind of holds it in his hands with this fierce look of concentration, as if it were making a, and he kind of looks at you guys after a tense moment. He lets out this shriek of triumph and raises the statue over his head and smashes it onto the ground, shattering it. And all the other kobolds in the room kind of freeze in absolute shock. And then the chief kind of has this frantic grin on his snout. And he looks to you guys in kind of broken common and says, thank you for helping free us from this curse. Would you be willing to...
What curse? Oh.
Would you help one more time kill the Usurper?
Where is the Usurper?
He says that Tartuk, he is in another chamber around the corner.
And he broke the statue. Did we see any change come over the kobolds? Do they look different? Do they look...
They look kind of shocked, and some of them look kind of like a mix of kind of relief, but also disbelief.
I would ask the it's not Valerie, it's
Lindsay?
Lindsay,
Lindsay.
Does she have any recognition about what's going, is there some sort of cultural thing going on? How do we know which ones are the good kobolds and which ones are the bad kobolds? And that's a question to sort of the party, Like, sure, we can help this guy with the Usurper, but what if the Usurper is the guy who's on the side of right and justice?
I don't know that we know. Everybody else calls this guy the Chief, and that guy the Usurper. I mean, I don't know if that's the best thing to go on. Lacking anything else.
During your walk here, Micmac would have kind of told you a little bit about this other one they call Tartuk that kind of came in and started getting power and like constantly undermining the chief. And anybody who wouldn't listen to him was called bad kobolds, and he told him that the chief brought a curse, and they were trying to prevent some curse, and so they would like sacrifice anybody who was labeled a bad kobold. And he had been gaining some followers. And he's very tricksy with his words, and gets the other ones all riled up. And this whole game of like this whole statue thing, it's like a back and forth between the Mifflets and the kobolds. Like the kobolds will steal their stuff, and then they'll come back and they'll steal our stuff, and like, you know, they just, it's been how it is forever. You know, they go back, they kill some of them, steal their stuff, they come steal our stuff. They've stole this statue twice before. We've got it back.
I would say to the king, I guess through Valerie,
Lindsay.
like Lindsay. Darn it, I know Lindsay knows that language. I would say, like, okay, if we're to help you to regain the throne, will you ally with us and not attack our people? Like, we want to have assurances that you're not going to cross swords with those who live at, and I guess we'll use the inn as our settlement for now. You know, like, found the ring, so I would say, you know, when you were in that underneath the tree, did you find a ring? Because that's what we're seeking.
Lindsay kind of translates for him what you're asking and stuff, and he seems to be like thinking about it a little bit and says like, you know, responds to her, and she says that he says that he will agree to like not encroach upon your territory if you leave his alone, and maybe even, you know, you could trade, like you guys could trade with him if you want.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna get at. Just a trade.
Tartuk has been like having them. A lot of the kobolds have been giving their treasure to Tartuk instead of him. So he doesn't know of any ring, but it's his fanatics. His fanatics have been giving their stuff to Tartuk.
Can the chief or any of his people read this note?
The chief looks over it, and the chief can kind of read it, yeah. Like Lindsay will go up and show it to him. Yeah, he like points at things and yeah, says stuff, and then she writes it down, like what he's saying. Takes a couple minutes, but she writes it all down and then hands it over to one of you guys. And it's in the party stash called Status of the War. I've translated.
War. You said it's in the stash? Status of the war. So it does look like the ring was in the mix. Meaning it's going to be among, if it's not among this guy and his people, it's got to be among the Usurper.
Okay. Well, then we go get it from the Usurper. Yeah. And if we can trade with this guy when it's all done, and we've got like sort of an ally, trading partner, I don't know what they'll trade with us for, but you know, maybe we'll come up with something.
But yeah, he did agree to like not like, you know, he says if you have Micmac show us where your territory is, then they'll stay away from it. If you're able to do this thing.
We can set up communications. That could be a situation for the future. And this Usurper, he's a newcomer, right? He's like getting some of your guys to rebel against you. He's not one of your guys.
Yeah, he's fairly new. He's a little different. He's purple instead of, you know, he's a purple kobold, and they don't really know where he came from. He joined them, and then all of a sudden started making these speeches and doing things and pulling off some tricks and started winning people. What's that?
Is he a wizard?
He's some sort of shaman, yeah. He says he kind of like gets closer to Lindsay and, you know, just starts talking to her. Kind of, you get a sense like he's not, like, he's trying to talk to her to, like, so the other kobolds aren't really, you know, can't really hear him. And then she kind of tells you guys, like, he says that, you know, most of these kobolds here are loyal to him to a point, but they're also afraid of that guy, and that he'll put a curse on them too. Like he's put curses on others, and so they're kind of like, he wants to lead. Like he would have just went and killed that guy, but he doesn't believe that they'll.
Do you think they'll follow you if we help kill him?
Yeah, if you take him out, that's what he wants. He wants you guys to.
Okay.
Yeah, he wants you to take care of the problem.
All right.
So can we get, so not to these guys, but to us as a group, can we, maybe these guys can help us like map out the surrounding lands and kind of significantly improve our mapping and kind of what we know is where? What do you guys think about asking them for that?
Like maybe a conversation for the future?
Yeah, I'm thinking more like, hey, let's throw it in the mix of, okay, if we take care of this guy, like, you know, we'd like, you know, you to give us 3 or 4 people to go and, you know, map these lands, and we'll teach them how to do it. And they become kind of our NPCs to go do some of that.
That's cool. That's a good idea. Like subcontract.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
That, or maybe, hey, you know, we need some, you know, we also need defense forces for the fort, right?
Well, some showed
Eventually,
up.
Yeah, some of those guys, but they seem a little flaky, you know. But
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, guys. I was just like, let's get something more than just like doing these guys another favor, you know. Like, let's. So maybe we ask Lindsay to be like, hey, how can you? Do you get a sense of like how important this is to this leader? You know, are we?
Yeah,
in, like,
it's pretty important. And like Valerie would tell you, like, if you're like discussing this kind of amongst each other, Valerie's like, I would be wary to trust kobolds or something like that. Like, they're like ADHD meth heads. Like, they lose focus on shinies real easy. They wouldn't be very good guards of a city. You'd have to watch them. You'd have to hire new guards to watch the guards that you hired, right? Like,
yeah.
They're better as somebody
else. Though? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
A connection for resources, like somebody we can, like they said, like trade with or whatever in the future.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like, hey, we want, you know, 3 deer a month for the next year, or something. You know, like something that's, you know, helps take a load off of us, but, you know.
They'll be able to tell you what's kind of around this area you know, in stuff like that. It definitely would open up talks of things later. He seems to be willing to like want to get this done. And
Well, let's draw swords and do it. Oh, go ahead.
So can we pull out our map and be like, okay, hey, where is this guy at? Do you guys know where he is?
I think the bad guy's
he's in
the
this
next
cave.
room,
Yeah,
he?
he kind of gestures down towards this way, and he's like, you know, around this way, follow that way, and then go to the east.
How many men are with him?
Not as many as are with me.
And about how many is that? 50? 100? 10?
I think he's talking like in this room. Are his people.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah, he says less than this many.
And he wants us to kill him? Is that right?
Yeah.
Or arrest him?
you
and
want us to kill
take him away?
the followers too? Yeah.
If you have to, you know, but if you kill him, I think his followers will not be a problem anymore.
To get back in line with the family.
Yeah.
Will any of your men come with us?
All right. Well, I mean, I think we should draw swords and go kick some ass, guys. We'll need somebody with a light to lead the way, but I'm happy to rush in after. You know, maybe I can take this guy out quickly with a quick thrust of my rapier.
Yeah, don't we need like some of these folks to be with us? Otherwise, like others just walking around this, are they gonna attack us? Like
Micmac will kind of, he's like, Micmac, go with. Alrighty, so Micmac, yeah, starts leading you guys down this corridor here. He gets to here and he points this way. Starts coming this way. So you see this little wooden frame, a rickety wooden frame formed from clean-cut branches, lashed together with cut and twine runs the perimeter of this cavern. It's like almost like a little fence around it. 2-foot wide strips of old blankets and horse hides hang from the floor to ceiling, covering much of the walls. There's sloppily painted banners and that bear dozens of eerie icons and mystic symbols. A great iron cauldron filled with bubbling red liquid boils in the center of the room. You see several kobolds. There's like 4 of them here, and you see a smaller one. This one here he's much smaller, kind of decorated, with like necklaces of bones and trinkets and stuff like that. And he's the icon doesn't, or the token doesn't show up, but he's much like more like these ones are kind of a bluer, reddish blue. This or grayish blue. This one is like a purple, and he seems to be kind of giving some sort of, it feels like a sermon in a way, but then when you guys enter, he stops talking and gestures towards you guys, and he's like, company. And he kind of sees Micmac behind there, and he's like, you returned, Micmac. Did you bring us friends to bring Micmac treasures? And Micmac says something to him that seems to anger him, and he's like, so you've come to kill me, huh? So do you guys respond to that, to his?
And just be like, we're here to put the king back on his throne. We understand you're the usurper.
He shouts something in obvious Draconic, but it's pretty obvious. He's like pointing at you guys, and he's giving them orders to attack. When he hears
Need
that,
to win initiative because I got
really,
a plan.
He doesn't really like that. After he shouts his alarm to the other kobolds, he whips out a wand, points it at you, Penny.
Okay.
And some magic darts come and hit you. So 2 of them hit you for 4 damage total.
Ouch.
I think that missed. Yep. One more time. And that missed too.
Okay.
This guy's gonna kind of come and get in front of him. He can be there. He'd come around this way. He's gonna target Valerie, sling a rock at her.
Valerie doing what Valerie does best, taking rocks for the team.
I believe that was a hit. 4 damage to Valerie. And then he reloads it and that's his turn. Penny. Spear. Miss. Oh, he did. Either way, it missed. Miss. And then it is Lindsay's turn. She's she can't really do much from back there, so she is just going to use her Inspire Courage aura. I think if she moves... Hold on a second, I'm having performance issues. Happens to all of us, guys. Don't need to make a big deal out of it. Are you guys there?
I am.
Yep.
Okay. It was really quiet, and I'm like, did I lose the internet or something? Is that why everything is froze up on me? She's going to move, and I think she can see one of them that she might be able to do some sort of attack on. She's going to target this one, and I think telekinetic rend. Telekinetic projectile, like pick up a rock and chuck it at him.
Bam, Lindsay. Go, girl.
Let's see the roll.
And miss, I believe. That's her turn. And it is Oksana.
Yes, it is.
And gonna give him the evil eye.
He fails.
Fails.
So he is sickened one.
Then I am doing needle darts at him with cold iron. Shit, 17 misses, huh?
17 misses.
I'm going to use a hero point.
You have hero points, yep.
Jesus.
I did.
Jeez.
Ah.
2 17s. Okay. I'm done.
And then it's Penny's turn.
Okay. So this is what I want to do, but I'm not sure exactly how to functionally do it. This thing is like a cauldron of boiling blood or something like that. Is that what I understood?
Cauldron filled with bubbling red liquid boils in the center of the room. Yep.
Red liquid. Yeah. So I want to run at it, and I want to like pick the top of it, and then pick it over onto this dude, whilst like sort of standing on it, and then like we'll see how that goes. You know what I mean? Is
You
that
wanna-
possible,
be
or is it
hot.
anchored to the ground?
Kick it while standing on it.
It's going to
Well,
be
like
hot.
you know how like you kind of like pick it, and then like you kind of like leap like, I might dance over it. Like it would be like a quick thing. So I'm just trying to kick it over.
You want to end your turn on it. Okay. Your main thing is
No. I don't want to end my turn on it. I want to move past it, and then I'll attack him after he's covered in hot blood or whatever that is.
Well, where would you want to end up?
Well, if I kick it there, I would probably just come over here to this side.
Okay. I mean, it's going to be athletics,
Maybe?
I think. It's going to be pretty heavy.
I just have to kick it over enough that the liquid does the work for me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but it's probably going to be supported. Like a cauldron will have like...
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Like a trifold thing on it that would... The goal is to prevent it from being spilled because you don't want a huge thing of...
Bubbling red liquid all over you.
Red liquid spilling everywhere.
I'm trying to force the issue. I'm trying to be as swashbucklery as I can.
Yeah, no, I hear you. And I'm trying to like mix it between like not cheesing it and not making it like near impossible. You know what I mean? Like it's gonna be like to kick it's gonna be like basically you're gonna shove it with your foot to try to tip it over. If you want to do the cauldron thing, it would be athletics, and I'll give him a reflex save to see. I don't even know what the damage would be for a bunch of scalding hot water.
It's not so much that. It's more like, is it awesome? That's what I'm aiming for.
Maybe apply a condition.
Like off guard or something, because he's got hot liquid all over him.
Ho! 21 on the dice. Did he make it?
He did, so I'll say he like gets most of it out of the way of most of it for like damage purposes, but yeah, like having to avoid that, I'll put him off guard for a round. Like it was a dirty trick of some kind.
Oh yeah, okay, cool. So
do some panache
if we do that, then
all right, give him panache.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yep. And just gotta figure out. I know where you are, panache. Anyways, and then the last thing is that, or the second action that I want to do is it's called a fascinating performance, and so it's my battle dancer feat. So what it is, let me see if I can put it in the thing. I'm going to do a fascinating performance, and everyone's going to be fascinated by it. So you know what I mean? Like as I do this, like that'll be the second part of my action.
Alrighty, go ahead and roll.
Is that before I hit the button? I don't want to like. Yeah, can I roll my perform or?
Yeah, go ahead and roll perform.
Okay. Oh, jeez, that didn't help. I doubt he has a 13.
Do have hero points?
I do. You know what? Let's do that. And then I'm going to re-roll using a hero point. Ah, son of a gun. Okay, never mind. And then for my last action... Okay, so do I do a... I can do... Is it my first strike or my second strike to do an attack against this dude? I think it's my first, right?
You did a shove.
Yeah, you did a shove.
I did a shove, that's
counts.
right.
Yep, counts against that.
Cool. I'm going to attack with my rapier because I've targeted him. Oh! Target is thickened. 10's not enough. Okay, all right.
I think you
that's
still
it for
have
me.
I think you still have a hero point. One more.
They just added one, so I guess I could. You know what? What the hell? God, sorry, this is
got
taking
panache
too long,
and
guys.
everything. You're right there. No, do it.
Yeah, damage. Okay, so I'll do that. And then I've got the precise strike on, which is an extra 2d6. Yep. Alright, well, 9 damage on that dude. Now I'm truly done.
And after that is Claw.
30. I assume these guys did not have any kind of reaction to me, like moving away from or anything. Reaction attacks.
No, they did not.
All right. And then we don't want to harm those. Don't want to harm those, man. I finally have an opportunity to take advantage of a 5-foot blast, and we don't want to harm them. I'm gonna use my action on the good old needle dart. Let's do silver. I don't know why. I don't think it's gonna matter anyway, but they're shiny. Look at that. I'll take that.
Nicely done.
For shit damage with my dog's other action, my wolf's other action, he's gonna wag his tail vigorously and bark.
And it's Valor's turn. She's gonna go up in here, start taking care of these guys for you.
Non-lethally, maybe? Like, I think we don't want to kill those guys, right?
And she misses both times. Hold on.
That's as
Okay.
non-lethal as you can get, I guess.
Non-lethal as I can.
No, I said Valerie was as non-lethal. But, like, don't we want to not kill those guys, right? They're just, like, under the sway of the boss guy. He said if we kill the boss guy, these other guys are just going to return to the pack.
Is that correct?
I mean, he
What he suggested. Or I mean, like, it's
Yeah,
what he said.
didn't seem to be overly concerned about the followers dying.
Okay.
I mean, do the followers look like they're even going to get involved in this fight?
It's like if they don't die, they're attacking you guys.
I didn't know if they were like cringing back, as frightened as some of the others. I guess we don't have to be particularly concerned then. I guess. I thought we were trying to not kill them.
That's up to you guys. Like, it won't. If you kill them all, you didn't think the chief would be like that upset. Like, it's not going to be like, you killed everybody, you crazy bastard. He sent you in to kill people.
Accepting of collateral damage.
Yeah.
I could try to daze him. So I'll try a daze on this one, and it needs to do a DC 18 basic will save.
It failed, so it's stunned 1.
And then I'm going to shield,
Takes the damage.
and that is my turn.
All right, this one is target Valerie because she's right there. Okay, I'll just sling. Or five damage. This is going to reload and try again. And miss. And that's its turn.
Is that Mick?
Yeah, Mick.
That's Micmac, right? Could you put a haze on his token so we know which one is him,
Yeah.
please?
Yeah, I'm going to have him move up. I guess there. He's going to try to spear Usurper. He hits.
Fuck.
2 whole damage. Try that again. And miss. And And now it is Tartuk's turn. He is not happy. He is going to start riling up these other guys, like telling them stuff. You just hear him speaking in Draconic. And then Penny, you knocked over his thing, so he's not happy with you.
Honestly, I was just trying to clean up the place.
If you would give me a will save, please.
Efficiency. Only at 23. Am I going to be okay?
Alright, so you are still racked with pain as he like points at you and starts chanting, but you are not sickened. That's his turn.
Ouch.
But yeah, you take that damage, and it's this guy's turn. He's got this big lady in front of him. He's gonna try to stab. Eight damage. Pretty. She's looking.
Damn.
She's hurting.
Valerie, don't go.
Try that again. And miss. He's gonna try to run away. Triggering her reaction. He's like, okay, I hit her now. I should probably get away from her. She looks mad. She misses. As he's nimble. And that's his turn. His turn. I go after her. Micmac. It's the one that had his sling already. He's gonna reload and then try one more time as he's cursing at Micmac. Draconic. You don't know what he's saying, but it sounds like it's not nice. And then miss. And then this guy.
Uh-oh. I don't want to lose my panache by going down.
Don't go down. Oh no.
Maybe I will.
You had to curse yourself.
Oh, shit. Oh, wait. I got a flashy dodge. Hold on a second. No, not a crit. A crit automatically hits.
So, 12 damage. To Penny. She falls unconscious.
Oof.
Damn.
He's gonna step up and attack Micmac. And miss. Just barely. Alright, it was Lindsay's turn. She is going to target this guy. Telekinetic projectile. Missed. That's her turn.
Well, I'm gonna target our tickety-tackety dude. And cast Evil Eye.
Tuck.
Tuck. So he has to do a DC save.
He fails.
8.
Nice.
Although I think he was already sickened.
He has that condition. And then I'm gonna shoot needle darts at him and hopefully get more than an 8 like I did last time. Or 13 or whatever it was. Oh, now. God damn. Alright. I'm going to use...
I believe that's what you rolled last time.
Yep. I am going to use a hero point and try this again.
I think you rolled it twice last time.
If I roll it again, I don't know, guys. There we go.
And there was much rejoicing.
Hmm. 6 damage.
And then it's Claw's turn.
All right. I am going to cast a spell at my friend Penny.
Aww. You like me.
If
You
I
really
can,
like me.
can I target her from here? Penny, my dear, 14 hit points.
Aww. That's a lot of hit points, man. And
It is
apply
not
healing.
many.
No, that's like half my hit points, man.
Sweet. And then I'm going to try to get this
Yeah.
dude off of you with my wolf. I'm going to tell my wolf to target this guy. I'm pretty sure I have the right one targeted. Bold Fanatic, yeah. For this many of the hurt. And he's still up. We will do more of that. We will do more bite. Yeah. For many pain. Yeah. And we will toss him aside like the ragdoll he now is. Like first time I bit him on the arm and he pulled his arm away, so the wolf just bit him on the leg and literally ragdolled him and threw him aside. And that will end my turn. I think that was quite effective.
It is Valerie's turn.
Strike against that guy. And miss. And then the second strike against that guy. The same number achieved differently, still a miss. And then she's going to raise her shield because she is low on the hit point. That'll end her turn. Oh, you Koda, man.
Okie dokie pokey.
Kaidon.
Kaidon is going to blast this one with Divine Lance. Die, Kobold.
For 7.
We need to kill a couple of these guys.
Yeah, they just are persistent.
I did just kill one of them. One of them is dead, laying on top of the unconscious Benny. The now conscious. Sorry. I used my one and only heal spell if anybody else in the party has a heal spell for Valerie.
I have the hero card. Let me see if that requires an action. Let me read that one again. Healing Prayer. Trigger, play during your turn. Select yourself or an ally within reach. The target regains 1d8 plus 8 hit points. But it doesn't have an action icon next to it, so I'm assuming it just burned a hero point and I can use it.
Yeah, but it says play on your turn. That's what it sounds like.
Yeah.
So on your next turn.
Yeah.
Sister would appreciate it.
Yeah.
So I have Bata Medicine, which is basically treat wounds, even in combat.
That would also work for her. She would appreciate that as well.
I mean, it was just your turn, or no, right? So did you want to say you use that on your turn before this guy goes?
He's not in reach.
Oh.
She'd also need to move to get to her.
Move up to her. Okay. So this guy. What's her shield block? Her shield hardness is 5. So yeah, I would say that she is going to use her shield block, negating 5 of that damage, but her shield takes 1 damage. How do I damage her shield?
That's on Valerie.
Yeah.
It's the red shield number right next to her HP. I can change it down to 13.
Oh, shield HP. Okay, I think I was trying to change the max HP. That's why. And then she takes 1 damage. And then reload, and then swing at Mick, but miss. And then it's this person's turn. Micmac's turn. It's going to target Tartuk. I'll try that again. He is not doing very
Oh
well.
man, the dice are killing us tonight.
So he's gonna jump over the prone penny.
Micmac, you have a hero point.
Micmac doesn't have hero points. He's like, you think Micmac hero? He's very flattered.
Micmac is here fighting with us. I think that makes him a hero, right, guys?
Superhero.
He's very flattered,
Yeah.
but not enough to change game mechanics. All right. He's gonna get see these kobolds dying and you guys rushing into the room. He's gonna cry out in frustration, anger, and be like, you're ruining my plans. And he's just gonna start running back. He runs back through this curtain. Like right here is like stuff where like curtains have been draped across. He's like,
Doorway.
kill them. To the other kobolds. We're kind of looking at them, at each other, kind of like confused. Like, but then look at you with anger, and then he ran away. This guy is gonna take kind of a step back and then target Penny. Kind of like stepping back but blocking the hallway. Shoots a sling at Penny, misses, and then starts to reload it. That's its turn. And this guy.
Why are you still fighting for him? He ran away. Don't you see he was using you?
Is gonna step up where Tartuk was. Oh, I missed Penny. I missed Penny, hopefully. And then it's Penny's turn.
Okay, I'm going to target this guy.
You might want
Okay,
to
I am
stand
going
up.
to stand up. Yep, and that's half my movement, or is that an action?
That's your movement.
It's in action.
Or an action, yeah.
That's my. All right, and then I'll move and I'll tumble through to get to the other side of him. Yep. 18. Failure.
Oof.
That sucks. Well, I'm not an idiot. We're going to do a little bit of dueling parry, and that's going to be my third turn. And I am done. But at least I'm standing, and at least I'm parrying.
She's gonna come up into here.
Tell them, Lindsay, we don't want to hurt them. They're fighting for a coward who ran away.
She tells them that,
And
but
left
they don't
them.
seem to be responding now. She tells them that, and then she flings a rock at one of their heads.
To be fair,
That's
that's
an equally good
significantly
response.
less lethal than what we've been
Yeah.
doing.
We don't want to hurt you. Whack. Stop making me hurt you.
Holy shit. She's dead on with a rock.
Yeah.
And then Oksana, your turn.
Sweet. I'm gonna give this dude the evil eye.
And he failed.
Great. Okay.
Which guy was that?
Did
This
he
one.
critically fail?
He did critically fail, so he is sickened to 2.
He's sticking 2.
Nice. Okay. And then I'm gonna do treat wounds against Valerie here. Failed.
Do you have a hero point?
I have one left. I'm going to use it. I just did that. There we go. Bam. 14.
Nice.
So, is that one action then?
Yeah.
Correct.
Treat wounds. Battle medicine.
Dude, I'll do shield for myself, I guess.
And then claw is up.
Yeah, I'm going to take advantage of the sickened 2 for some darts that are needly silver because they're shiny. Yeah. Probably thank
That's
you for sickened
A-okay.
2. Yep. We will definitely take that. Bah, but double that, Joe. Because of the crit.
All right, double that damage.
And then my third action, I'm going to tell my wolf.
My
to-
wolf.
I can do a bite up here. Oh, look at these numbers.
Ooh.
We're liking this. For 9 points of damage there. And that ends my turn.
And it's Valerie's turn. She is going to go over here. Give me 1 sec.
Did you apply my 9 damage, though? I hope it killed that guy, because if not, that guy's way more fanatical than I thought he was.
He is dead. She is going to come over here.
Yeah, alright.
Target this guy. Bastard sword. Chop his head off. Come on. There you go.
Yeah.
Doesn't quite do it, so she's gonna do it again.
No, she's not.
No, she's not. It's like I saved some for Codon.
It's important to save some for your friends.
Here's the fun.
Pew pew! Die, little friend! Die! And you are dead.
It's gotta be. And we get a hero point. Hooray.
Okay. Did... Still need some healing? Looking, it says only injured, so I'm assuming no longer needing...
Everybody should be pretty good now,
Okay.
but I think you're out of action.
Well, I had that hero point that seemed to be free.
Oh. Gotcha. Gotcha.
I'll give it free now.
Yes.
I'll look it up though, just to make sure.
The hero cards definitely denote if they have an action cost to them.
Yeah, let me, no, I'll use it because... Why use it now? It's gonna get wasted anyway, so... So, there you go. Just says trigger, play during your turn. Doesn't have a little action icon.
Yeah.
Well, 9 points of healing. So, take 9 points of healing. Have that.
I applied it for you.
Thank you.
Yep.
I appreciate you, as the children
Uh-huh.
say.
McMac's gonna run up. For 3 damage. And I think that was 2 actions, move, 1 attack. He's gonna attack again. And miss. That's Micmac. And then this guy's gonna stab at Micmac.
He did not like Micmac.
No, he doesn't.
Nope.
Micmac goes unconscious.
Whoa.
Oh no, McMac!
Gonna step down over to Micmac. He's gonna see Codon here, and
Hello,
Pour one
friend.
out, McMac.
Do you want to come and play? Oh, you do?
oh, he would have. It wasn't a sling, but he missed anyway.
I think I'm up, so that's going to be my move, so that I'm, what's it's calling him? And then I'm
Flanking?
going to target him. That's the word, flanking.
That's the
And I'm going to
ticket.
strike with my rapier.
I'm stabbing him in his backside.
And I'm immediately going to use that hero point that you just gave me. Because
There you go.
I can. And I'm going to do damage. And then I'm going to do that. So that's 2 actions and 7 points of damage. And I'm going to do a second one.
Yeah.
Nice.
For another 7. And that will be my turn. Oh, I killed him. Well, what do you know? We go chase this guy?
Yes.
Do you have any actions left? I think you moved and did 2 attacks.
I
right?
don't. I've
Yeah.
cashed in my turn, so it's someone else's turn. So, but they can walk through me.
Yeah, Lindsay will cast Inspire Courage again. Gonna move up more. She's not gonna. She's like looking at you guys, like, yeah, go for it.
Not gonna leave the charge.
Yeah, she's not gonna run up into the cave by herself.
By yourself.
There.
See if there's anything else.
We're all going.
If we want to keep it in initiative, we're probably, I guess, end our turn there. Wait for the rest of us to go.
And this is probably a good stopping point if we want to, say, hey, we'll continue on next time, and then pursue
Yeah.
Okay.
charge out.
Alright.
Sounds good.
Hey,
Go
that
get
was
'em.
fun.
Yeah.
Good job.
Good times.
Yeah, next time we can give chase to Tartuk.
The chase is on.
That's right.
All right. Awesome.
We yell out,
Have a good night, everyone.
for you.
Thanks, everyone.
Thanks for DMing, Joe.
Exactly.